What is good, people? Welcome back to the channel. KG is back. It is time for a match preview, people. The first one of the season, first one back in the Premier League, home against Everton. And as it says in the title, it's a great opportunity to get points on the board, and I feel we need to. When you look at our next two fixtures after this one, it's a little sticky. So Leeds United under the lights at Ellen Road Monday evening. Surely we got to take something, right? We're going to get into that. Also, a couple of transfer pieces as well in this video, but this will mainly be the preview where we talk about what we want to see from the team, what personnel we deploy, and score predictions. So there we go, people. Zabar, you're actually here in the live. Here we go. Got to make this into a dogfight. We're at home. Need to go for the win. Every point matters. Every point absolutely matters, Zavir. It's more vital at this level than even in the championship, because you can go on a run in the championship. Here, we're going to be clawing and fighting for every point possible. Sam here saying, I obviously want us to win, but this team is pretty much the same as last year. We'll get into that with four different starting players in Perry, Bjorn, Stack, and Goodmanson. And one of those, Sam, isn't even playing tomorrow. So there you go. Chris, of course, yep, Everton win. Yeah, we'll do predictions in a bit, man. But yeah, I'm good, man. I'm good. We're doing this one nice and early. We shouldn't be too long as well today, because it's Sunday. Everyone wants to chill, and unless there's any breaking news, I probably won't be back until later on. Some real breaking news, some transfer news. So I probably won't be back. Tremendous. Cade in the house saying here, there are no words to describe how nervous I am, especially after Sunderland's win. And of course, smash a like for KG. Thank you so much, guys. But listen, first off, before we get into the preview, Illan Meslier, there's interest from Lorient, his original club, his first club, where he was managed under Reggie Lebris, so now Sunderland. He's obviously dropped down the pecking order at Leeds United, and he could return to his boyhood club. Lorient have made contact with Leeds United to inquire about the possible conditions of a transfer, wait and sees. But yeah, I very highly doubt Meslier will be here past the window. I just don't see it happening. I don't see how he'd accept being third choice. No matter what you think of his ability at this football club, he's well experienced now. He won't want to be third choice behind Cardalo. So I expect Leeds United to facilitate a move. Why it hasn't been done before now, we'll speak about that come the end of the window. But yeah, I do expect him to leave and us getting some transfer funds for Illan Meslier. And just for the PSR people out there, that 5 million we paid for him has been amortized probably a long time ago now. Anything we get will be pure profit. So yeah. Yeah, Jacob, how we inquiry FC for both incomings and outgoings. That's tremendous. But yeah, so there we go. Illan Meslier going out. And what Sam said earlier in regards to players, starting in the lineup tomorrow, possibly only being, 3 out of the 4 main ones for me anyway. It could be different. We'll see what Danny Farker does. But we've been linked with El Canoes. I'm starting to just kind of like park this one, but I'm just going to give updates for now while it's still in the air. But I do feel like El Canoes is going to be Crystal Palace bound, people. Just putting my thought out there now. Sasha Tavalieri put this out in that Leicester City continue to reject Palace's approaches for El Canoes. An improved bid was turned down by the Foxes yesterday. The Eagles and Leicester officials are expected to hold further talks today to make progress on the Moroccan. And we already know he's agreed personal terms to a 4-year deal with Palace. And that's why I feel like this is not going to be one for us. But what I wanted just to say is in regards to Palace, David Ornstein put this out also today in that Palace approach Club Brugge for Christoph Solis as an option like El Canoes to replace Eze. Now, I don't know if it means that they're going to get Solis or trying to get Solis and El Canoes, but the fact that they're doing 2 at the same time, like Forest have done. Have you seen what Forest have been doing? They've wrapped up 2. They're in discussions with another 2. And it just feels, I've mentioned this through the window, it feels like we just go on 1. And now James Justin is possibly injured. We don't know where are we turning to next. What are we doing now? And there's been no word on that as well, by the way. So yeah, it's just how we've moved in the window overall has been very slow, I've got to say. And when you look at what Palace are doing, whether they get either Solis or El Canoes or both, the fact that they're doing 2 deals at the same time shows it is possible. Okay, just saying that. Yeah, 1 at a time, man. Just, we're going for a backup fullback today or rotation fullback. I can't focus on that right now. Leave me alone. I just wish we had more irons in the fire, man. But honestly, I've looked around. There is no credible rumors. Someone asked in the chat there, are there any credible rumors about incomings? Not that I've seen, people. Not that I've seen from the real credible sources. Jacob saying here, recruitment team is still too busy shaking DCL's hand, KG. They don't have time to recruit another year. One player at a time, FC. Yeah, it's just frustrating, man. It really is. And listen, again, things can change. You know, I keep saying it. This is a living document in regards to the window. You know, we could, come out next week and have, 2-3 unbelievable signings, but just the pace we've been doing them has been really, really slow. Mr. P with a super chat. Thank you, Mr. P. Morning or joining late, and we'll be on listen only basis. I'm driving. Drive safely, man. Drive safely. So yeah. So that's it in regards to that. But we'll move on to the match preview now, which I don't think will be too long, people, because David Moyes doesn't give much away. The only thing that we do know is that Jared Brantford will miss Everton's. He will miss the game, so he'll be out. That is a pretty big blow for them. But he didn't. He was very coy on Michaelenko, Harrison Armstrong, and Nathan Patterson as they may feature. He said maybe. I saw him say that as well. He didn't really give too much away. He says that will Grealish be involved? You'll have to wait and see. You all need to turn up and find out. He believes Jack can play in several positions, blah, blah, blah. He's only seen him for a few days, but he's looked fabulous and he's in good enough shape. So there's lots of good things to like about Jack. I just need to make sure I get him at the right time and he's had enough minutes. So I do think we'll probably see Jack Grealish. I think it's written in the stars to see Jack Grealish at Ellen Road, and I'm sure he'll get a lovely reception as he always does. Don't know what the beef is with Grealish and Leeds and all that. And I mean, he's asked that before. He says, I don't know why they hate me. And I don't know either, Jack, but yeah. It's Jacob. That's me. Feels like half of their back four being injured is the only way we could score. Oh man, gosh, are we not feeling good? We'll get into score predictions in a bit, but yeah. So there's not really much you can get from the Everton team news. But what I will say though is that David Moyes he doesn't like rats. In regards to that news, he says whoever that club insider is that leaks the information, we're going to find out who it is. It's hard though for football clubs. I know this because when I get stuff, I know coaches, managers would hate for that kind of information to come out, but sometimes you do find out stuff before the public, or general public, I should say, find out things. And I can only imagine how frustrating it is for a manager. As someone that gets information, sometimes it's nice, but as a manager, you must absolutely grind your gears, because then your opposition can prepare for you a little bit differently. Like a Brantford, if you're thinking of playing a certain striker there because he's playing, you might go another way, prepare differently. So I do understand. Michael here, Grealish played his part in ending Stuart Dallas' career. No, he didn't. And again, that's that Leeds tinted glasses thing again, isn't it? Stuart Dallas was moving like a madman in that game. And if you remember, listen, you can't rewrite history, people. Jesse Marsh had said something about the Leeds being soft or something like that around that time. And Stuart Dallas was not having a good time at fullback at that point. We're not going to get into this because this is old news, but he went into challenges like a crazy man. Okay, he put it on himself, So yeah, Grealish had no part in that. That's almost like saying Strike had a part in that Harvey Elliott injury. It was a freak thing, wasn't it? But there we are. Yeah, no cap saying poor management of the game ended Dallas' career. Should have been way more cards given prior to that. It was an insane. He was moving crazy, man. He was moving crazy. And see, people remember. See, I don't know why people try and rewrite history. Don't understand it. But yeah, anyway, we move on. We know that with our team, that listen, what I want to say, shall I just get the lineup that I think will play? The thing is, I don't even know, people, because we know that there's question marks over Bogle. My Lord, we need Bogle fit. We need Bogle fit. Please, Bogle, if you've been training over the last 4 days, please be well. Please be healthy and please be ready to go. Even if you can only manage 65, 70 minutes, that's better than no Bogle for the start of the game. We need Jayden Bogle fit. And this is another thing as well. We're at the first game of the season, and again, we'll put this come the end of the window, but we shouldn't be in this position without proper fullback cover. Schmidt, Byram, I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear it. They shouldn't even be here at this point. Byram, I've already said, accept fifth choice, no problem. But there should have been other fullbacks here. And I've made it very obvious and clear through the summer how easy it is to get fullbacks in either on loan or for cheap. It shouldn't have taken this long. And the fact that we're going in with a question mark over our starting fullback is an issue for me. But if he's fit, we know that Bjorn's suspended. So Perry, Goodmanson, Strout, Roden, and Bogle is it? Yeah, gotta hope, man. Candles and whatever you believe in, the universe. If you're religious, whatever it is, pray that Bogle is fit for tomorrow, please. Andrew saying it here though. It's simple: no Bogle, no win. Just one player. Is it that important? We'll see. We'll see. We will see. Yeah. Nigel, you gone early. You gone early. Well, hold on a minute. Yeah, and we shouldn't be relying on one player. That's the whole point, Jason. The fact that if I mean, imagine if you see Schmidt on that starting lineup tomorrow, it'd be crazy, and Byram to an extent. The only thing with Byram is that I do trust him more in a defensive position, but even towards the end of the championship, he was getting found out a bit, and he hasn't got the pace anymore. I mean, he was never lightning quick anyway, but there's just so many different factors in terms of the intelligence of the movements, especially with what Everton have recruited this summer. I don't want to see it, people. I don't want to see it. But yeah, Andrew Bogle FC. But yeah, we'll move on up. I think that will be our backline tomorrow. Just ahead, I expect this to be the midfield three. Ampadu, Stack, and Tanaka. Don't see any place for Longstaff at home. I don't think there's any need for that. I think we go with the two steely defensive midfielders, and Stack can progress when he needs to. And I think Tanaka will be in that 8. Now, this is where I've got question marks, people, because the reason why I've got Aronson in there, and again, we talk about recruitment, this shouldn't be the case. We shouldn't be talking about this in this way. But Dan James didn't look too good in the last friendly, and he's been injured, so I don't know if he's going to be fit to start. So that's the reason why I've got Aronson there. Maybe Nonto goes to the right, and Harrison starts. Regardless of whatever combination that we're starting with, it just shows that we need strengthening in that area. It's plain as day, isn't it? We need reinforcements in the attacking area because a lot of this is plain yogurt, man. There's just no creativity. It's all going to be run and gun. It's going to be hustle and bustle to a goal. We need some creative dust in this team, man, because otherwise, bro, it's looking mad. I'm not going to lie. It's looking mad. Darren here saying, I think James will start. Yeah, he could do, Darren. I don't know if he's going to start or not. I'm just going by his fitness and especially that performance in the last friendly, man. Yeah, James not had good preparation. Ash saying here we should have sold Aronson. Shouldn't have been his choice to stay and prove himself. Yeah, but Ash on the same side, Daniel Farker likes him. So you've got that in that he wants to prove himself. And you've also got that Daniel Farker likes him. So that combination alone lets you know he wasn't going to go anyway. And that's why I kind of gave up saying, why are we not selling Harrison and getting in 2 replacements? Because I do think that position needed a overhaul. Try saying that a few times, but it was never going to happen once Aronson declared that. And yeah, so I kind of give up on that. David would rather see Ramazani in there. Ramazani ain't seen the pitch. Well, he might do with like 10 minutes to go, but we've already seen in pre-season. Ramazani's been used sparingly again. So it's one of those things for me where I don't even put him in consideration for a start at this point. Does anyone think this is going to be any different? I know some people have said James. Does anyone see Harrison possibly starting? Andrew saying DCL. I don't think he's going to make the starting. I think he's going to probably make the bench. I think he's going to make the bench and will come on late on in the game. Hopefully for storyline purposes, man. Let's get a good storyline involved. DCL, and we see his old celebration. If he still does that, I don't know, man. But yeah. No Cap here saying defensive midfield is looking better than last time we were up. Agreed, but man, that attack isn't looking great. Agreed also, No Cap. There's absolutely no cap in anything you've just said there. Yeah, defensive midfield is way better than last time when we came up. It's not even close. We were trying to go with Forshaw and Click and oh my God, can Lewis Bate do something for us? It wasn't good. That was not a good, combination. Liam Cooper at the back, Ayling, Christensen. It was a disaster. Furpo of that time, it was not good. We are definitely better set up defensively. Goalkeeper as well. That is no doubt. But up front, we're lacking, man. We are lacking. I don't even want to see Harrison in the squad. I think he's going to be in the squad, Darren. And listen, it could be storylines. Let's go storylines. Harrison, low cross, DCL, 90 plus 3 minutes, 1-0. You take it, wouldn't we? We take it. Does it work long term? Probably not. But for the one game, maybe. But what I'm saying is, though, this lineup needs to change before we visit Arsenal, man. Boy, we need something. We need something, people. Jacob here saying attack is essentially the same as last time besides Perot. It is. There's a lot of last year's team in it right now from last season. It has not moved the way that I thought it would. I thought it was going to be. I was going with Parag's words. We're going to be aggressive. We're going to spend to every penny we have. Maybe we have. Who knows? Who knows what we've spent if we spent to the penny. But yeah, I thought we'd be looking a lot different. But this is what we are, people. So we can only go with what we have right now. Darren here, Metro may start ahead of Peru. Oh, God, I hope not. I hope not. I think Peru, listen, Mayenda, Isidore, they've laid a marker down, Peru. It's your time, man. We need to see that phone tomorrow. Listen, you've got to do something. You've got to prove that you're capable at this level. There's a lot of question marks about Peru. I think that maybe you can get 8 goals this season. I'm going to stick with 8. I can't see any more at this point. But if he gets off to a good start, and this is it as well, people, man. At home tomorrow against Everton, these are the games you've got to target for points. You've got to. Our next 2 after are Arsenal and Newcastle. That's I don't do the free hit thing here, and I don't want anyone to use that language, but they are tough games to target points. So if we're going to get points tomorrow, and like I say, I don't think Everton are going to be relegation candidates, but you've got to be looking at games like tomorrow, much like Sunderland with West Ham, and we got to target all these kind of games to gather points, man. Cat saying here, Peru, top championship goal scorer, no Peru, no party. Yeah, Stephen, it was a joke. Don't be so literal. Good God. Dave here saying, I think Schmidt and James play. Oh, God. Okay, Schmidt going for a Schmidt start. Woof. Noel here saying their left side is weak. We need to exploit it. Start Ramazani and go for it again. Yeah, the Ramazani thing. I got it. But yeah, Ashley is saying, did you see City Wolves? I absolutely did. I was subbing, imagining facing City. Yeah, there's a lot of teams that will be subbing facing them. But yeah, I hear what you're saying. But yeah, so yeah, listen, this is what I think it will be. Put your preferred lineups or what you think the lineups will be in the comments, and then look, we'll go into score predictions now, people. We'll go into some score predictions now. Now, I don't know about this game. I don't think it's going to be very exciting. I think the way that we're going to set up is going to be very, very cautious first, risk averse kind of thing. And that will suit us fine. I think that's going to be the way that we're going to have to set up through the season, especially with the current personnel we've got. Like I say, there is talent there. There's hard work there. But we're going to have to work for goals. Set pieces are going to be key as well, and everything else like that. I've got 2 scores. I'm kind of cheating here. I do think it's going to be a 0-0 draw, but I'm hoping that we can eke out a 1-0 win. And like I say, storylines, DCL last minute. I don't care who does it. Don't care. But 1-0 is with my heart. But my footballing head is telling me it's going to be a draw. And I can't shake it. And I wish I could. But I'm hoping under the lights at Ellen Road, the atmosphere will be brilliant. I'm hoping that will be enough. So people, what say you? What say you? Let's get the score predictions in the chat, man. Top Banana going 2-0 to Everton, I'm afraid. No Cap saying 1-0 Leeds, DCL 88th minute. Noel going 2-1 Leeds. Jacob, I only get 2. I'm just joking. Head 1-0 to Everton, Heart 1-0 to Leeds. Ripper going here, early goal 3-1 to Leeds. That would be good. 2-1 Leeds, Peru, Leeds, North Carolina going 0-0 draw, Darren going 1-1. Cats going 4-1 to Leeds. Hey, that would be nice. Mad Mike going for 2-0 Everton. Alan going 2-1 Leeds. Andrew going 1-0 with a Harrison goal. Again, storylines. Do it. go for it. Let's go. And then he'll probably go quiet for 5 games after. But we move. Aaron Drew then goes, no worries. Jay Racer saying in regards to the game, it will be uglier than a Big Sam style game. I think quite a few of our games, if you look at our personnel, are going to be ugly, people. Are going to be ugly. But yeah, it's got to be the way it is. However we get points, you don't get nothing for style. You get something for points on the board, and that's the most important thing this season. And then we can, if we survive, then really try and rejuvenate the squad in the proper way that we should have done this summer. But hey, listen, we'll speak about that later. Oh, Harrison own goal 1-0. Imagine that. Oh my Lord. Benny saying here 1-0 Strout last minute header. I can see it. I can feel that, Benny. Let's go. Darren saying we need to park the bus all season. But yeah, Jacob going here. I can see the potential for a 30-yard stack screamer as a last-minute winner. That would be lovely, man. That would be lovely. Barry here saying, love you, KG, but 2-0 Everton. Tremendous. So listen, people, put your score predictions in it. I understand the apprehension. Let me just close the poll because I did put one, just general one. Match result, simply put, Leeds win. It's gone 50%, I think. No, 49%, draw 32%, Everton win 18%. Yeah, I wish I could be a little bit more confident, people, but when you look at what Everton have added and David Moyes alone, just for his tactical nous and setup and the way he sets up, because he's also very cautious first, and just what they could possibly bring on in terms of Grealish, Dewsbury Hall will be looking to impress. I just wish that we had a little bit more in terms of attacking intent and signings at this point, so I can see where we're going to get the winner. But at this point, if we're going to get something, I think it's going to be workmanlike. But hey, listen, could be wrong, and it could be 4-0 to Leeds, and we're laughing about it. But look, I'll say this: I'm not going to be doing a watch long. I know people have been asking, but I will be back after the game. But I think I'll be back before then anyway. So I think we'll be back with transfer news possibly later tonight or tomorrow before the game, regardless. So you will see me before the match reaction after the game. So yeah, people, that is it for the preview. I hope everyone's doing well. Please like the video on your way out and put your lineups in the comments, your score predictions, and I'll see you in the next one. Enjoy your Sunday, people. Peace out.